I don't think so. I think it was a minor victory for Poroshenko, but there was Zelensky had said in advance, "I will not turn up on the 14th. I will turn up on the 19th." So there were no surprises yesterday at the no show. It was anticipated and it was signalled in advance. But I think Poroshenko's enthusiasm to hold the debate yesterday, to go there even though he knew Zelensky probably wouldn't show, is an indication of how eager he is to force this debate. Because as your introduction has stated, his real chance now, or his last chance perhaps, is to expose Zelensky's campaign for its lack of concrete ideas, and Zelensky himself for his lack of suitability for the role, for his lack of experience, his lack of knowledge on policy issues, and perhaps also his temperamental issues in terms of handling the pressures of becoming president.
Now, of course, the Kremlin would probably marginally favour Zelensky as a candidate. But does Russia have any sort of control or any grip on this Ukrainian election?
Well, certainly from the point of view of Poroshenko's defeat, they would favour Zelensky, because Poroshenko has been a very outspoken critic and opponent of the Kremlin who's not moved towards a compromise as the Kremlin would have hoped. Zelensky offers some cause for cheer in the sense that he is a Russian speaker and he's culturally much closer to the Kremlin than Poroshenko in many ways. But fundamentally, the few positions that he has mentioned on the campaign trail, the few clear statements he made, are very close to Poroshenko's in relation to Russia, in terms of the war in East Ukraine, which he very clearly says is a Russian war, is caused by Russia, that Russia holds the key to the peace process because Russia started the war. He talks about maintaining Ukraine's Euro-Atlantic trajectory, integration processes. So these are set in stone. The decision has been made long ago and will not be revised. He wants to have a reformist agenda, which is quite close to the ideals of the Euromaidan protests of 5 years ago. So none of these things are really what Russia will be looking for. So I think that the main advantage they have is the sense that he's not Poroshenko. Poroshenko losing would in itself be seen as a victory of sorts.
Absolutely. And in fact, Zelensky has essentially campaigned on that platform. That's pretty much his only platform, that he is not Poroshenko. He's essentially setting himself up as a candidate of opposition against what is currently in place. What does that say about Ukrainian politics?
Well, people are very fed up with the lack of progress in the reform process. On the fundamental level, I mean, we can go back even a number of years to the Euromaidan protests. Even before that, to the revolution preceding that, the Orange Revolution of 2004. Essentially, the message has been one of a demand for a change of a very discredited, very corrupt political system, which is controlled by oligarchic clans and where corruption is essentially institutionalized. This has not changed fundamentally since 2014. Poroshenko, although he's had a lot of successes in what could be termed as the direction of nation building, he's not had success in breaking with this system, and that's what people are desperate for. Zelensky, is someone who's not part of the system, is seen as a chance to do that. Whether that's legitimate, whether he has a legitimate claim to that or not, we will see. But fundamentally, I think a lot of his support comes from people who are now saying, we're so tired of the old guard, we want to try someone else, whoever it may be.